Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Chicago Bears. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Take it in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First carry now for David Montgomery. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up here in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Push him back. Push him back.
On second and 9, Darnold. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
I'm coming.
On first down, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw is Darnold. And this will be caught by Mooney. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That third down conversion good for 23. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Darnold completes it, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
19-yard line.
51's the mic. I got you. I got you. Shift. Undercrunch.
Coming right, this is Montgomery on the toss. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Brings up second and 5.
Strong right.
Here's Darnold.
We got 3.
And he's got it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Robinson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal.
I'm coming after you.
Darnold. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Jimmy Graham. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
His kick is
And we'll see if
good.
this rain affects the team's decisions going
Makes the
forward, but they
score
kick it here,
Bears 7,
and it's good.
Panthers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and take it.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 50.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice
Number
pickup
22,
of 9 yards
Christian
on first
McCaffrey,
down.
the ball carrier.
They'd love to
He
just
was
strike back
taken
with a
down
touchdown
by
right
Kyle
here. And if it's a
Fuller.
long play, so be it.
A gain of 9
The main goal,
brings up
get a
2nd
couple
and
of first
1
downs, run
at
some
the
plays, run some
34-yard
clock,
line.
allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Christian McCaffrey,
6
the ball
yards to
carrier.
pick up, and that's a first
He's
down.
tackled
I
at
know
the
what you're thinking
40-yard
out
line.
there. I know a lot of you are
It's a
thinking,
gain of
take a
6.
shot downfield. It's a great
First
spot
down,
for it.
Panthers.
I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. Right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT.
All these years we've been watching the game,
Bears
I start to
take
get
over
the
first
sense that
and
whenever
10
it rains
at
out,
the
those guys have to
35-yard
touch the
line.
ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we
David
won't fumble
Montgomery,
our
the ball
play
carrier.
sheets here as we just saw the fumble
He's
happen on the
tackled at
field.
the 29-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on
7-yard
first.
pickup.
Here's second and
Brings up
3.
2nd and 3.
Back to throw, Darnold. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Robinson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Chicago Bears.
15 yards on the play. First down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now it's Darnold. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up
pass
incomplete.
intended for Jimmy
Normally you
Graham.
think the tight end's going to be able to
Incomplete.
catch the football and handle that
He was
contact,
covered
but in
by
this
Dante
case,
Jackson.
maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Double up, double up. Switch. Here we go.
On second down, it's Montgomery. Oh, it springs free. Montgomery loses it. Could have been a costly
David
mistake,
Montgomery,
but as
the
it
ball
turns
carrier.
out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered, they still have an opportunity deep.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jimmy Graham.
Touchdown,
With 2
Bears.
touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as the Bears push further out in front.
The extra
And it's
point
good, and they
is
have jumped
good.
out here to a quick 14-0
Makes the
first
score
quarter
Bears
lead.
14. Panthers
Setting out
nothing.
to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out
Panthers
to the
take over
25
first and
as he
10
will not attempt to
at their
return.
own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Keep that tight right there. Check safe.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown,
Touchdown,
Carolina.
Carolina.
DJ Moore, 75 yards. And the Panthers strike
Aldrich
quickly
Rosas
here for
lining up
6
for the extra
points.
point.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something
Aldrich Rosas
that they thought they
set
could
to
take
kick
advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really
Bears take
good
over
about what
first
they
and
did in
10
advance of this game.
Just
their
looking down
own
at the sideline now, their
25-yard line.
defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
I'm feeling like Will. I feel like a prince. I'm feeling myself. I'm loaded with bills. Cause I was a blessed with no
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive side, that's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Check 31, check 31.
On second down, Montgomery. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
That's complete to Mooney. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That's good.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Montgomery. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On first down, Darnold. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at
After
the 10-yard line.
14-6 our score on
the
EA
end of the first
Sports.
quarter with the score Bears 14, Panthers 6.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Darnold to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run the option to pick it up. That is into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Sam Darnold keeping it himself for the yard out. And the Bears will add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Bears 21, Panthers 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Looking for the out route, and he's got more.
To DJ Moore.
His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
The Bears take over
37 yards there on the punt, and the Bears take over. line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Carolina.
And he will bring this one back. It's a
Aldrich
pick
Rosa
six
lining up
for a
for the
Panther
extra point.
touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Go, Mike 51.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Darnold.
Hey, let's go.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
They'll take over
That's sort of a
first
second
and
quarter
10
to forget for him.
at the 24-yard line.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it,
complete
and
to
move
Robbie
on. He hasn't
Anderson.
been able to do so here in the second.
First
And a
and
nice
goal
gain at 21
3-yard line.
yards.
Hey, Mike's 50. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown,
Christian McCaffrey
Carolina.
on the carry.
Christian
Touchdown,
McCaffrey,
Carolina.
his third touchdown
Aldrich
now
Rosa
on the
lining up
year.
for the extra
And the
point.
Panthers are a 2-point conversion away from tying up this
The
football
kick is
game.
good.
Footing
Makes the
always
score
a concern,
Bears
but the extra
21,
point's up and good.
Panthers
And this
20.
is now a 1-point game.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And
The
he'll
Bears
decide to
take
not
over
bring
first
this one
and
out. As their drive will begin at the 25.
line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball
David
again now on
Montgomery,
this
the ball
drive
carrier.
after what happened on the last one.
Taken
Throw it on the
down
first
right
play.
at
Give
the
the
line of
quarterback some
scrimmage.
confidence.
See what happens.
No gain on the play.
He's already fumbled
Brings up
once in this
second
game, and I thought the
10
ball started to
at
jostle
the
there a little bit, but they
25-yard
got to him
line.
quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once,
And Darnold got to be intercepted for the third time. Pick Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And he
Touchdown,
will bring this
Carolina.
one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
Aldrich Rosas lining up for the extra
So
point.
now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one.
Aldrich Rosas
And you look
set
like you're
to
still in
kick off.
charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it
The
here.
Bears take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some
It's
reason.
deep in there.
Darnell Mooney.
A gain of 13.
That's
It's a
good
first
for
down.
the Chicago
That certainly has to feel
Bears.
good. And it's not all the time that the play caller
First
should
and
get
10
all the
at the
credit.
46-yard
Sometimes
line.
I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps
Darnold's
moving.
pass.
And the stop
Complete
here
to
will come at the
Cole Kmet.
38-yard line.
8 yards
A good
on the
pickup
pickup.
there. 8
Brings up
yards on the
second
first down
and 2.
completion. Facing
At
a
the
second and
Panthers'
2 after that
38-yard
last
line.
catch. Good for 8 yards. Now a run with Montgomery. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first
David
down. Stopped at the
Montgomery.
Panthers' 33.
That's good
5
for the
yards is the
Chicago
pickup there as that
Bears.
extends this drive. So they'll come up first and 10 now
at
from the
33-yard line.
Darnold now to throw. And his throw's going to be
Darnold's pass
incomplete.
Intended for
They've given
Jimmy
up a few
Graham.
first downs on this
Incomplete.
drive, but getting the incompletion
It's
there,
now
that should
second
give them
and
something
10.
to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken
Complete
down
to
at the
David
27.
Montgomery. That's a gain of 7.
2 minutes remaining
Brings up
in this
third
first
and
half of
3.
football.
Right there. All day, baby.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Here's Darnold.
Exit, exit.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line.
Bears.
12 yards on third down as the
First
drive
and
rolls
10
on.
at the 15-yard line.
Darnold from the red zone now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Darnold's
Normally
pass
being a big-bodied
intended
receiver
for
plays to
Jimmy
their
Graham.
advantage downfield.
Incomplete.
Go up and make the catch, take the
It
hit,
leads to
and
second
pick up
and 10.
yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On second down now. It's Montgomery. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
He was
They
brought
do get
down
a
at the
couple, but they'll be
13-yard
left
line.
staring at a 3rd and 8
A
coming up.
2-yard
Out of the
pickup
huddle
makes
now
it
for play
3rd
number 9
and 8.
on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. And that is incomplete.
Darnold's pass.
I think that was a good job
Thrown
there
to the
defensively. They
sideline
did
and
allow him to drive
incomplete.
all the way downfield, but once they got their backs
Chandler
to the goal line,
Catanzaro
they
on
really
for the
turned up
field
the pressure.
goal.
Yeah, they let them
A
get all the way
30-yard
down here. Now
attempt.
the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last
The
incompletion
kick
brings
is
up 4th.
good.
So the field goal there
Makes
caps
the
what
score
winds up to be an 11-play
26.
drive.
Bears,
That's a lot of offense to
24.
run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one that gets you to the end zone, which is 6?
And a good return as he'll be stopped
The
just shy
Panthers
of the
take over
30-yard
first
line.
and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change
Christian
things in a
McCaffrey,
big
the
way.
ball
I say
carrier.
go ahead, take the knee,
The tackle
get on
by
out for the
Jalen
half.
Johnson.
Now the Panthers going to use the
A
first of
gain
their
of 33
timeouts.
yards on the play.
As they get the stoppage with
And
just
the
under 50
Panther
seconds
first
remaining
down.
in half number 1.
Mike, 15. Hey, pick your game up.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
And 10 yards to go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he'll take a shot for McCaffrey downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Again, he'll drop to throw. The quick slant caught. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Curtis Samuel, as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Makes the score
PAT
Panthers
up and good
33.
by Rosas.
Bears
and that
24.
makes this a 9-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Watch tight end. Tight right. 3 down.
Faking the give, Darnold. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A final shot before the break, Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Open man is Robbie Anderson.
The pass.
3 yards the
Complete
gain
to
there,
Robbie
second
Anderson.
down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown,
Curtis
Carolina.
Samuel with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers head on to their lead.
Conversion.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
Intended for
now, as you
Allen
mentioned, they're
Robinson.
down a little bit
Incomplete.
bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mike, 51.
On the carry, it's Montgomery.
Number
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards in the sticks.
41-yard line.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And this is going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Panthers.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Try to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. But they needed to break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of the defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were. And you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
Josh Jones in on the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Darnold completes it. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Montgomery on the counter, able to push his way through. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And this has no chance.
The kick is
it's no good. Well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. You know that they were thinking second half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Panther first down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught by Howard. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 40-yard
That's a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Switch.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the 3rd quarter here. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. Spinning away. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Soldier Field.
41.
It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. 2nd and 5. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Get that ball.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away.
And
that brings up fourth. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, it really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
51's Mike. Mike's 51.
Get the ball. 51's the Mike. 51's the Mike.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Escaping the press. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Sam Darnold.
Brian Burns. Just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And no, it's incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
He's scared. Mike's 50.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Watch the pass.
And he rifles one incomplete.
Intended for
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now here's a throw that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 25
Excellent
yards.
play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
You better be afraid of me.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5.
The pass.
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
The ball carrier. Touchdown,
Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up second and
play action. It's Darnold.
At the 45-yard line.
Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Hey, let's go.
Throwing again is Darnold. The screen pass here to Cohen. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 15.
That's good.
A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on first and 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears cut into that lead.
Chandler Catanzaro lining
up. A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's now second and six.
Just inside the 30.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Now a dump off here complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
6 guy. Check 6 guy.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 more there and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Robbie Anderson.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Carolina.
They'll look to throw again. It completes it once more to Anderson.
The pass
3 yards the gain there, second
to Robbie
down.
Anderson. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore.
The pass.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line.
And a Panther first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears'
Complete
14.
to Robbie Anderson.
11 more yards
A
here.
gain of
This
11 on the
methodical
play.
drive continues.
First down, Panthers. Today's
Well,
final
Charles, it's
score,
one thing to win.
Panthers
It's another
48,
thing to win and put up the
Bears
amount of points that
37.
they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.